Wednesday, November 19th, the barrier. I have turned back my journal a few months and placed the next two entries in chronological order after Bagrada, where they seem most appropriate. I did not witness the events I'm about to relate, but instead repeat here the stories of those who survived them. It wasn't until after the disaster at Forest Heart that the rest of us even heard about any of this. It all started when the Nine learned that Ulrich had been captured by the Deceiver and his army decimated. I'm not certain how they figured this out, but I'll bet the head told them, and this was back when the head could do no wrong. At the behest of the Nine, our officers chose 5 champions from among the Legion. They were carried over the mountains by balloon and dropped at night in the rough desert 20 miles from the Deceiver's camp. Their instructions were to rescue Ulrich by any means available, and to return him to the west. I believe that the Nine were suspicious of the circumstances surrounding Ulrich's capture, and wished to discover why the head had sent him over the mountains.
Hello. Quick technical note here. I'm using a different voice recording setup. Hopefully if you've been watching these videos you're not going to notice too much of a difference, but on my end maybe it'll mean that I won't have to spend quite so much time post-processing these voice recordings to get them to sound okay. This should be cleaner, so we'll see how it goes. As for the mission here, we've got 5 units to rescue Ulrich from his captivity. And that may seem to be sort of a stingy loadout for such an important mission, but what we have here are hero units. So these are like super veterans, I guess. They have better movement and accuracy and range and attack speed and damage, and just they're badass in pretty much every respect. So I'm doing uphill fights against a Solus here, which would not generally be the sort of thing I'd want to do with an archer. But with a hero archer, it's a reasonable fight, as long as he doesn't get distracted by the other Solus.
Right away.
Okay, there we go. So, whoops, I thought I had made a preset for him, and I hadn't. No wonder he was ignoring me. So, Kiangxi here is our hero archer, and he basically doesn't miss, unless he gets hit while he's shooting. So he owned up those Solus pretty good. Alright, let's get those presets made that I thought I had already made. Do one for all our units. A lot of people liked to think of myth as something that was very, I don't know, almost intellectual, about positioning and tactics and outsmarting your opponents. Which, there's a lot of that to myth, but there's a great deal of individual unit micromanagement as well. And so this mission is kind of at the extreme end of that spectrum. It's all about micromanagement rather than squad tactics. And if any of these units die, actually, the mission will be over. So Oleg is our dwarven hero, and he's also really effective. He basically doesn't have any of the, or at least not many of the drawbacks of normal dwarves. Along with all the things I already mentioned, Oleg doesn't throw duds very often, although he still does from time to time. And although he doesn't have the range of a Solus yet, he does have enough better range that he can be useful as both a decoy and kind of an auxiliary attacker when we're dealing with Solus, because his attack can blow up Solus in one hit. Alright, that's pretty good. I don't think I need to heal anybody up yet. Our journeyman is not a hero, just a normal J-man, but he'll be very useful nonetheless. The opening cutscene that you might have you might have noticed it showed 2 dwarves instead of 2 berserks, so I guess something changed between the recording of the cutscene and the actual release of the game. That's fine. I like this mix. I've got 2 bucketfuls of thrall coming down here, which is probably a little bit much even for our hero units to deal with, so I'm going to see if I can distract some of them with my berserks. We've got a little kind of dead-end area that gives me some space to work with. So that looks like one group of them is following my berserks. I haven't really used the waypoint mechanism yet, so I'll use that here just to set up a little circuit for my berserks to draw those thrall around on. Hopefully by the time we get back, the ranged units will have eliminated this other group. Getting a little close to Oleg there. So, okay, we're going to run away for a bit. Where are my Zerks? They didn't really pull as many thrall as I was hoping. I'll just have them go chew through these other thrall from the rear.
All right.
Yes. I think we have enough room here back near the beginning of the mission for our ranged units to turn around and deal with these remainder. Hero Zerks really are just basically ambulatory food processors. They'll just chew through anything on the battlefield. A lot of times they'll attack quickly enough that the targets won't even be able to get off any attacks of their own because they keep getting interrupted. Okay, well that was kind of a bunch of ignominious running away, but it worked.
Yes.
So let's see if our ranged units can redeem themselves with these last 4 thrall here.
On it. Yes.
Alright, that was pretty good. Whoa, mad camera. There we go. So we're still pretty undamaged. Let's go ahead and charge up this slope and get out of this canyon. There's a lot of walking around in this particular mission, so I'm going to be using the fast forward button. I'm also going to be speeding up some parts in editing to try to keep this under 30 minutes. The editing speed up might be a little disorienting, so let me know with a comment somewhere if that bothers you.
Over here.
There's a little Easter egg here up to the left of where we come out of the canyon. It's sort of a picture of some quadruped being attacked by a bird. You can't really see the whole bird there. It's a lot like the ancient hillside drawings that you can see in the UK and in Peru. I don't know if it has any particular deep symbolic meaning here. I think it's just probably a interesting landscape feature. You can't really see it that clearly here from within the mission, but when I post the landscape texture map, if you're interested, you could have a look at it there. It's in the upper left-hand corner. Got some Solus coming. If the Solus just kind of hang off the side of the ridge there, my Zerks won't be able to get them. So this is a job for my ranged units again. There's enough of them that I am going to have to use both the archer and the dwarf. See if I can... there's some coming up behind us too. This is annoying. So let's put the archer on that new group.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
And see if my dwarf can deal with these. Oh, that was unlucky.
Got him. Catch.
Gonna need some healing up now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Move here, move there. What? Yes, sir. I'm moving. That was my Fine.
Okay,
Yes. Let's go.
onward. What we got here? Sort of a ramp. Let's go ahead and just
Over here.
All right.
set our range units up.
Make up your mind.
If they'll hurry up and get here. Come on, slowpokes. Another good thing about Dwarven Heroes is they have an increased satchel capacity. I don't really remember what the max is. Oleg here has 9, which is
Move here.
one more
move
than your
there.
typical dwarf could carry. This place here looks like a really good candidate for a satchel trap, but I think I'm going to save my satchels for now. This is kind of early in the mission, and I'm not sure that I won't be needing them later. So, just kind of hang out partway up the ramp here to get the height advantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, that was nice. How's Kianxi doing for kills? He's starting to fill up. I'm not sure that actually helps hero units any. And here we have another group checking to see if our can of Whipass is empty. It is not. Oh, Oleg did throw a dud there, if you noticed.
Oh, yeah.
But then we just blew it up, so that's okay. Okay, back to the top of the ramp.
Yeah.
I think we're going to need to call in the Zerks yet. Let's try one more round with the dwarf.
Burn.
Come on, take him down.
Make up your mind. Yeah. Got it. Look out.
There we go.
Yeah.
That was a bit closer, but not close enough, you minions of evil. Alright, everybody down the ramp and watch your footing. It's a little bit slippery.
I'm moving.
Let's head back north. Past these sinkholes here.
Let's go.
We have another ramp to deal with. And for 5 Solus. So, Kianxi, that's a pretty tough fight, even for an archer hero. Especially since they're going to be up on top of the ridge. We're going to need to kind of get these Solus from both ends here, see if we can have our Zerks charge up around and chew on them from the side, while Kianxi works on them from the other end. I don't think Oleg can help us in this situation. Come on, Pokey. Alright, Banzai. Getting Kianxi hit a little more than I would like.
On it.
It looks like the Zerks are almost there. Alright, everybody to the top. Ah, you think you're safe there, don't you?
All right.
Okay, we have a bridge here. And if you happen to remember any of the actual advertisements for Myth when it was first released, this bridge may look familiar to you. It was actually featured a lot in some of the print ads where they kind of jazzed it up with a lot of fighting going on the bridge and some fighting down here as well. One thing you won't see is fighting under here, because even though Myth does have 3D terrain, it doesn't allow you to set up pieces of landscape that you can both move on top of and beneath. You have to choose one or the other when you're making the map. So the underside of this bridge here would really act like an invisible wall if we were to get down there and try to go under it. So we've got some goals on the other side here. Oh my goodness, what is my journeyman doing? That's the wrong way entirely. I don't think we'll need him for a while, though. I think those goals will probably perk up as soon as we step on the bridge, but that's fine with me. If there really are just 4 of them there, then we should be able to take care of them, especially if they bunch up a little bit. The one thing that can kind of get the hero ranged units into trouble is if their targets are spaced out, so that, so that one Oleg cocktail doesn't blow up more than 1 or 2 goals. We'll see. We'll keep the Zerks in reserve just in case. These guys look like they're pretty bunched up, though. Let's aim for the back. There we go. Love that rate of fire. A bunch more goals. Almost got myself into trouble there with the fast forward. That's overusing the fast forward key is a really great way to just wander into a lot of ambushes. But these goals just kind of seem to be intent on milling around for no particular reason, so we'll make them pay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on, Oleg, you're better than that. Well, Oleg's got a little bit of problem with depth perception there. Let's move him up just a tad.
Yeah. What now?
Okay, let's send the Zerks off to chase that one down. We've got some more red dots on the border here. A bunch of thrall.
Ready.
We may need to make sure we have a good path of retreat scoped out. It looks like we have an interesting amount of space to the north.
Yes.
Catch.
I wonder if my Zerks could lead some of those away. It's probably too late now.
Ready.
Oh, yeah.
We'll give it the old Zerk college try.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually seemed to work pretty well. Have to make sure I don't forget about them.
All right. Yes. Over here.
What now?
Yes.
Come on, let's get a little bit of working room here.
Yes, sir.
Oleg does like the high arc. Actually, if we
Yeah.
draw them around the corner here, we may pack them up a little bit more.
Yeah, okay.
I'm moving.
Boy, that archer is just barely faster than the thrall.
Yes.
Alright, that's nice. That's what we needed.
Right away. Yes.
Whee.
Okay, where are we going with these? That was a unlucky bounce.
Oh, yeah.
Worked out okay, though.
I'm moving. Ready. All right.
Let's just get some space and let the Zerk chew on those from behind for a bit. Oh, those Thrall are smarter than I thought. Or a couple of them are, anyway.
Right away.
Trying to come around and sneak up on us.
Yeah! Make up your mind.
It's not going to do them any good, though.
Yes?
Yeah?
Get back up. That was mine.
Make
Alright.
up your mind.
Let's let the Zerks chew those up.
Get back up.
They shouldn't take any damage from that.
I'm moving.
Okay.
Yes!
Ready.
And we'll finish off the last of these
What?
Johnny-come-latelys. Now, I think while we were in the middle of that brouhaha there, I saw some red dots out here in the canyon. So as soon as we take care of these last few Thrall, we'll head over that way to see what's up.
Oh yeah!
I blew up a cactus there. Myth does have some destructible train bits every now and then. One more. That had to hurt. Okay.
What now?
Yes?
Over to the canyon we go.
Over here.
See what there is to see. Well, we've got a bridge of sorts here. This is kind of a causeway, I guess. Let's have the Zerks scope it out. Oh, sure, I saw some red dots, but there's nowhere they could have gone here. That's a little odd. Maybe they went further to the north. I would really like to be able to shoot down on them from up here on the cliff wall. That's an interesting guard force on the causeway. Let's leave them be for the minute. They're going to take some thought to deal with. There's the dots I saw. Nice little Thrall patrol. Okay, yeah, this is a nice fish in a barrel sort of scenario here. Let's see if we can get Oleg a little closer to the edge of the cliff.
Got him! Got him!
Ah, finally found a good position for Oleg. What the heck is that? Are we on Mars? Well, maybe if we're patient, they'll come back this way. I'm going to fast forward just a little bit more. Thrall aren't known for being too bright, so it's possible they're just on a preset patrol route. Yep, there they come. Right into my clutches.
Yeah! Yes!
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Oh yeah!
Okay then. That was refreshing. Let's get back down here to the causeway and a slightly tougher problem. So, I'm gonna have to use my Zerks for protection or baiting the Solus. Because that was, what, around 16 or 20 of them over there? We're definitely not going to be able to take them in a fair fight. I guess now it's time to break out the satchel charges. How many roots have I got left? 5, So, the Zerks. Let's juice up Kangxi again.
Yeah.
I'm dithering over whether or not to heal up the Zerks to help them in their soulless chasing. I think I probably will. But first let's get our trap laid.
Ready.
And yeah, let's go ahead and use our roots on the Berserks, because I had the feeling that they're going to take a pretty good beating here. Alright, let's see what kind of mischief we can get into.
Go. I'm moving. I'm moving.
I'm going to try to keep them in a fairly wide spacing. Hopefully
Over here.
some of the soulless arrows will miss me.
Let's go. Over here.
Dodge, Truon. If we can just get around this.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Your doom is upon you, silly Solus. And the others are going across the causeway. So we will blow them up. Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
Now if my Zerks survived. Oh yeah, they did. It's probably a good thing I did heal them, because Truon in particular is looking a little peaked there. Alright, fast forward, let's all join up again.
Yes.
And I guess we'll spend our last 2 roots healing up the Zerks one last time.
Right away.
Where are we here? This looks interesting. Sparkly.
I'm moving.
Let's go have a look. So we have... Well, you know, if I had to guess, I would say we probably found where they're keeping Ulrich, yeah? There's the boss. And... well, can we attack these pillar things? We can.
Move there, move there.
Let's split up, do this a little faster.
Get back up.
Okay, Ulrich, fly, be free.
All right.
Woohoo! Jailbreak! The bad guys are in trouble now. Well, there you go. That's why they're called hero units. In and out, no problem. Although I guess we do still have to get Ulrich back over the mountains, so we have a little bit of work ahead of us. My Oleg almost hit triple digits there. I should have put him in the front lines just a little bit more, just for bragging rights. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to get Ulrich back to camp to see what he has to say about what's been going on. The pre-mission briefing really had some ominous things it was saying or implying, so it'll be interesting to see what's up with all that. Let's go on ahead to the next mission.